brand new shit, nigga. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Is that
way to start off the show?
Talking for y'all niggas? Is that some talking for y'all niggas? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yes. What a great start.
That was hostile.
Trigger word. Trigger word.
A drink of water.
Wow, Jake, is everything okay, buddy? You got something you want to talk about, Jake?
Talk about it.
Over on the show.
I got a lot of shit I want to talk about. Well, we live now. We live. We good?
Yes. We live. They heard your rant and everything too, Jake. Just
prepared to rant.
Going hard.
Going hard, man. That's what they want. That's what the people want. They want me to go hard. What up, though? Welcome to episode 7 of Mask Off. We up in here, you know what I'm saying, with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Mask Off Malachi, you know what I'm saying, to my left. What up, though? You good, fam?
What it do? Oh, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling in the cut.
You know what I'm saying? We got a big tone up in here. You know what I'm saying? Love the shirt, fam. Love the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Is that cross colors? Is that a cross color shirt?
I got this in Philly like years ago. This joint super faded.
No, it looks smooth now. I'm sure it looked faded in person, but it looks smooth now. It looks
Thank
smooth
you, my
now.
brother. Thank you, my brother. I have been working on me.
You say that again?
I have been working on me. So thank you, my brother.
Let's go. Self-reflection.
No, but that do look like a cross-color shirt. For those people who don't know, cross-color is back. They back. I bought a few shirts from them. Bought shirts from them, but that they had a shirt similar to that. That's why I thought it was cross-color. But anyway,
are you serious? They actually trying to come back?
Yeah, they did.
Who's cross-color?
Young boy.
Whoa.
I don't know either.
Well,
That's
Daniel,
why I ain't saying that. I thought I was the only one.
Well, Malachi, I expect you not to know, but Daniel, that kind of I'm surprised that Daniel didn't know that what it was. You know what I'm saying? But hey, whatever.
Daniel.
But
you're
anyway,
not gonna explain it, or you're just gonna shame me this entire time,
right?
I ain't saying
what is it.
I'm just surprised. I'm not shaming you. I'm just surprised you don't know. It's whatever, man.
That's a shameful
It was shade. It was shade. That's the same thing. That's the same thing. Like black people do not know how to play spades. Like you don't know how to play spades, but they never teach you. They just talk about it the whole time.
Yo, while we at it,
nobody has time to teach you.
Hold on, while we at it, let me do a shameful confession. I am that guy who don't know how to play spades.
Oh my god!
And I'm the guy who knew how to play spades, but I forgot. But I also don't give a motherfucker as well. So,
no, Jay, you're the guy that be reneging every other book. Like, I ain't put no diamond out. What you talking about? I ain't put no diamond out, man. Forget y'all.
Because I don't like playing with y'all niggas. I don't like playing with y'all niggas. That's the whole thing. That's the issue. I do not like playing with y'all, man. I don't.
Jake the type, he be forgetting what he put out, forgetting what his partner led with. He don't be paying attention. He just be throwing stuff
his partner off. Oh my god.
No, y'all the niggas.
Outbidding his partner.
Y'all the niggas that be man, fuck y'all. Fuck. I don't know nothing about
please
spades.
Start the show.
I'm trying to start the show. You brought up spades and shut I'm trying to start the damn show. I started it. Damn, what's up, man? I'm talking about spades. Shut the fuck up about spades. Shut up. Shut your ass up, motherfucker. Nah, no cross colors ass motherfucker.
You still didn't explain what cross colors is.
I was about to. Then Tone brought up spades. Anyway, look.
After he got done shaming you about it.
Yeah, I know, right? I did.
Yeah.
I did. I'm sorry.
No, cross colors is a.
You didn't deserve that.
Cross color is a brand that came out in the late 80s, early 90s that was heavily influenced by hip hop and African culture. It was cross color and it usually had very loud colors like red, green, yellow, orange, stuff like that. If you look at early episodes of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith used to wear it a lot. Also, TLC wore it a lot earlier in their career. You said who?
Did Martin wear it a lot?
I'm sure Martin,
he did.
I know Cole did. Cole wore it. Okay. Martin and Cole wore it a lot. So yeah. Matter of fact, the intro of Martin just looks like a fucking a cross color. like a cross-color lookbook, visual lookbook or some shit. But anyway, Dan, what's up, man? I like your shirt too, man. I got that shirt, and I got the shirt you got, the Ice Cube joint, but I can't fit that bitch. But looks good on you, sir. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job, brother.
Thank you. Dan on the ones and twos, our tech guy, our everything guy. We appreciate you, Dan. You know what I'm saying?
My man, Dan.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Shout out to Dan, man.
But yes, this is episode 7, a mask off. And name of the episode is Who Threw That Tear Gas? You know what I'm saying? Who threw the tear gas? Shout out to Asia Marie Hicks on a cover of our our episode 7 cover, whatever you want to call it. But shout out to Asia Marie. She's out there on the front lines representing, protesting. You know what I'm saying? And she has and her sign is like, famous. Whoever threw that tear gas, your mom's a hoe. And that's real, man. You know somebody, you know a nigga mad if they calling your mom a hoe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that real? Is that real?
That's some
like
some pain right there.
That's passion. That's your mom's a hoe. It's like equivalent to like fuck you with a passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. That's what I think.
That'd be worse. Yeah.
You said, but yeah. Anyway, last week we talked about what was if you checked our episode last week, we talked about what was going on in the country as far as like reactions to the George Floyd murder, like live on camera, and just murders of black people in general for years, and it all came to a head. And you know what I'm saying? And this past week, it looked like everyone's affected by it. Like the whole country, everybody's protesting everywhere. And people in like Europe, Australia, everywhere, like around the world, they're protesting, like, and they rocking with us, and they feeling us, and it's a beautiful thing to see. And I'm very, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, like, although this is like a very like scary time, is also like a beautiful time, and beautiful to see everybody coming together. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you, man. It's very good to see everybody coming together and standing up for a cause that means something, that's about something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you see people stand up collectively, separately. Like, you'll see people stand up for animal rights. You'll see people stand up for like pigeons. Pigeons need help too. You know what I'm saying? But Black people have been suffering for some time, just to see the level of empathy, as I do want to say. The level of empathy is going a long way. And I'm glad that it has moved from a violent protest to a protest that doesn't show opposition. So,
yep.
Yeah, same here. I don't know. I think I talked about it a bit last week. Where I mean, at first, like your first thought is just like, oh, okay, we're about to go through the same stuff again. Like, and we got to go through this. Like, nobody else cares. And then it was just like a crazy amount of I mean, yeah, like a crazy amount of like passion, and a crazy amount of just like people coming out to support, to protest, to really just start to see it all. And it kind of like just completely changes. I don't know, like what's next, really. Like, I haven't seen it like this, and I haven't read anything like this, like at least in the States.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this definitely has been beautiful to see. Like, I think, man, like it's like Daniel said, surprising to see it, and it's a joy. It's a joy to see that this is happening. I feel like this incident really, it woke up a lot of people. But may not be enough people yet, but this incident definitely woke up a great number of people. Great number of America is really looking at this differently now, and this is keeping conversation going in our communities, no matter the color. So it's really good to see.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And one thing, it is very like, it's great to see everyone come together. It is great to see everybody waking up. And one thing I see is a lot of people they making posts about like 2020 kicking their ass and like fuck 2020, they ready to go to 2021 and all this other shit. And people was making those, like even the year before, people was like wearing shirts talking about like 2020 hindsight and all this other shit. And you know what I'm saying? And real talk, all this going on, this is some hindsight for your ass. This needed to happen. So like 2020 is actually gonna go down as a great year historically, because even though fucked up shit happened, it tape, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People don't learn shit until shit happen. They really don't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
2020, like, it was exposed to a lot of shit. Like
Yeah.
stuff's been here for a while, and like it's finally being brought up to the surface. So.
And then with the pandemic, and I think the pandemic also, like how the government reacted to the pandemic, that also that showed a lot of people that this government don't really give a fuck about anybody. Real talk.
Right.
So I think that played a part in. I played a part in waking everybody up.
Yeah, it played a big part. It played a huge part. Like that. The fact that we were like stuck in our homes for like the last three or 4 months. Everybody lost their job, all of that, and then just combining all that to seeing this George Floyd clip where like the guy gets like killed just straight up, like on the phone camera. Like the guy sees the phone and he still does it. And so like that was just like the last spark to like this huge fire. It's crazy.
And he just had like an emotionalist look on his face, like
he was
like I'm on it.
He was
like,
dead
I'm
in the eyes. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
on
like he was glad to do it. Like, yeah, I'm killing this nigga. Like you could see it in his eyes. Like
that was it. That was it. Like
that was the move. Also, before we move on, I just want to also say the officers in the George Floyd case all have been charged, and also the people. And I also heard that the people involved in Ahmaud Arbery's murder are also charged. So that's great. But we also got to get Breonna Taylor's murder charged as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So today's her birthday. Happy birthday. 27th birthday to Breonna Taylor. We will not forget you. You know what I'm saying? All you out there who want to like help make that happen, there's information out there on how to like commemorate her life and also help get her justice. There's those of you who follow me on Facebook, I got a link on my Facebook page, or you could just type on, or you could Google birthday for Breonna, the website, and it'll take you to the website that take you through those steps on how to get justice for her. But yeah, we got to get justice for her as well. So
yeah, absolutely. I'll find those links and I'll put them in the on Facebook.
You know what bothers me a lot, bro, and what you said was very dynamic. What bothers me a lot is what our response to the immediate thing that's taking place right now. We got 3 people that we know of, which really it has turned into like 4 or 5 other people that we know of that has died during this situation or within this year up until now. It's so many people before these 3 people that's getting headlines that have been under the same construct and died the same way, but yet, you know what I mean, they don't get the highlight. You know what I mean? It's no justice for them. Everything is closed. It's just this what happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's so many things that's out there that is taking place that I feel like right now it's a great thing that we highlighting George Floyd. And I think this one even got the push that it when it got if my man Steven Jackson didn't stand up and say something. And because of his celebrity voice, this would really pushed him to the forefront, because we were still talking about Ahmaud. I think it was like episode 2, we was talking about Ahmaud. And then all of a sudden George Floyd took place. And this gained so much notoriety because of Steven Jackson's notoriety as well. I don't know, but I feel like it needed to happen. But I don't want to lose fact that George Floyd is one out of so many other Black people who have fell victim of the same type of injustice.
Yeah, you gotta really think about all the people who haven't been filmed, who lost their lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you, Tony. But
thinking about the just the
but
system,
I want to move right to my homie Malachi with our with a motivational minute for this week. So Malachi, go ahead, drop them jewels for us.
What it do, people? Today's motivational minute comes from a quote from Maya Angelou. It says, I think that we all have empathy. We just don't have the courage to show it. I'm gonna say that again. I think we all have empathy. We just don't have the courage to show it. Now, what does that mean? It takes courage to empathize with somebody. It takes courage to see their life through their lens and put your feet in their shoes for just a little minute to see, at least get a taste or a little snippet of how they feel. And a lot of times we don't do that. We don't want to do that because it's weird. It's different. I'm comfortable over here. I'm comfortable in my box of my good life. I'm good over here. But to empathize with somebody that's in pain, it takes courage, because once you start feeling that pain, then you're gonna feel like you want to do something about it. So until you do empathize, you won't feel that pain, and you will only stay in your comfort zone. But when you empathize with somebody, it allows you to step in their shoes, to feel their pain, to make you want to react and help them out so they don't feel that pain anymore. So I feel like as a country, we need more empathy, especially on our oppressed people, which is the Black people. A lot of Caucasians don't empathize with us. These people that are in this good bubble where I feel good over here, nothing's happening to me, and I'm not racist. But if you're not racist and it's not affecting you, you still have to empathize with us because it is happening to us, and we're not strong enough to speak out for ourselves because it's just not enough of us. So we need your help to empathize with us. That's your motivational minute.
Word. Thank you, Malachi. Word. Appreciate those very insightful words, fam. And rest in peace to Maya Angelou as well.
You know what, my brother? You know what, brother? I think that was a good motivational minute. But other than empathy, we need laws that are changed. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And I think that at the end of the day, if we talk empathy, what's empathy if we don't have no action behind it? I think
I agree.
You can feel for me all day, but if you feel for me and you go home and you do the same things you was doing before, you know what I mean? It's not going to mean anything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's people, white people, Black people marching up and down Gratiot, marching up and down the streets of Milwaukee, marching up and down in Minnesota, marching up and down all these 50 states, right? That means nothing unless legislation change. There becomes recourse as to your actions. You know what I'm saying? So empathy means nothing to me unless you helping make a petition to get these people the justice that they need. Because that's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm sitting here and I'm baffled about how everybody's peaceful. That's cool. I'm with that 100%. But what I'm not with is it just turning into about the peaceful protest. What we doing? Are we just meeting up? You know what I'm saying? Are we just having a picnic? What we doing? We just, diddy bopping in the middle of the streets? There needs to be something going on. Like, yo, you know what I mean? When they was rioting and looting, I had a problem with that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, if they gonna burn some shit down, don't just burn down the AutoZone. Who the fuck go to AutoZone? Burn down some shit that matter. Burn down the motherfucking jails. Burn down the banks. Burn down some shit where people gonna stop and say, oh, wait a minute. Maybe we need to change some shit up here. Right now, we still at phase 1. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I'm looking at it. We at phase 1. We ain't talking to nobody. We just saying, hell no, we won't go. Stop this, stop that. Stop killing us. It's almost like you out here begging for people to stop doing shit to you. No, it needs to be power behind these actions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the same time, though, it starts with empathy, though, because if the lawmakers, the reason that we don't have laws is because they don't feel what we feel. So they first got to see our pain, then they're like, oh, dang, we do need to change something. Man, we really messing up.
I'm sorry, bro. Fuck they feelings. Put that shit on paper. That's what needs to happen. Shit needs to be put on papers. I don't need you to feel shit for me. I just need you to stop killing brothers and sisters that look just like me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you have gays and lesbians write petitions so they can fucking get the same fucking actions as black people, and they get the recourse that we don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't get that shit, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want you to fucking empathize. I want the motherfucking action to happen. And that means the action I'm talking about is you need to change these laws and these practices so you make everything the fuck same. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. So I kind of had a few of the like that too yesterday. It was like, okay, we got these protests, we got this movement here, but like, what's next? And it's like, let's like this is just not like the protest is not the victory, you know. So like this is just the start to even start the fight. So and it's just like at this point, it's like we need you guys to stay in the fight, continue the fight there. But to Malachi's point, I mean, just to get them to join the fight, you have to get them to finally convince. You have to get them to see what you see. And I think with the popular, like because social has become so popular, like in the last 8 years now, and it's taken 8 years of constantly seeing this on the news. Like 2012, like Trayvon Martin, this goes to Mike Brown, on and on, Sandra Bland, constantly, and seeing it for the last 8 years, it finally got in their head saying, "Oh, this is not like one-off, like this is a system thing." So, so now that we've passed the hard part of finally getting them to see what we see, we can finally like use those use the masses to pass the laws and to get like to get the votes too. Just I mean that takes so much work just to have the folks to support you to get like a vote passed or to get a law passed in that sense too.
So so to move on to about the protest, well, we're already in the next topic, kind of, which is the protest. And one question we want to ask is like, well, what about now? Why? What about now is making everybody protest? And we kind of answered it earlier already. And it's just, you know, this is a culmination of like, you know, like this happening so much all the fucking time. Pretty much what Daniel just said. Like everyone, like black people getting killed all the time, and you know, and no one cares, and they just say, "Oh, it's so sad," and they go on with their lives. And like what Tone was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like the LGBT community, you know what I'm saying? They petition and they to get like equal rights and everything, but like in the history, like blacks, we just want civil rights. We just want civil rights. We just like want to live civil. Just for civil rights, not even equal rights, just civil rights. And you beat us down and murder us and all this other shit, sick dogs on this shit. And it's like, what? Like, and that's the reason, like now, like that, and just like everything going on, like this is just a boiling point, and we tired of it. And a lot of people is rocking with us, which leads us to like who was out there, because we saw like there are just as many white folks out there marching as black people.
Yeah, bro. Let's talk about that too. Let's be real about this too. Like, yo, I want to say that is a beautiful picture. That's a great image, but that picture tells me a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of these motherfuckers that's throwing rocks, antagonizing the police. They fucking burning buildings, hiding their hands, getting in their cars, going back to their comfortable setting where they live at, and that shit getting blamed on Detroiters or any person that's in an urban environment that they do not live in. So yeah, you have some good people out here. You got some good white people that's out here for the cause, but it's a lot of these antagonists that's out here doing a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit gotta stop too. You know what I mean? And there's so many different agendas that I have a problem with. You know what I mean? It turned into just George Floyd, this one agenda. Then it turns into social injustice. That's another injustice. And then it turns into trans lives matter. That's a whole nother issue. We need one agenda to deal with the circumstance. Social fucking injustice.
But
period.
You can't just stick to one thing. Like, it's all happening at the same time. So and they all have a fight inside. So just what like that's how we get stuck in like not passing stuff, because we want to do it by ourselves. It takes a group of people that they might come in with all sorts of like mindsets, and they might come in with their own goals. But if they all have if the larger goal is still the same, then you use that to pass what you want to pass.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be.
You can't divide with even like within the stuff. Like,
yeah, but that's what they doing. That's what they doing. It shouldn't be a division. It should be, we here to talk about social injustice. Okay, we'll talk about that thing later. We'll get to that thing later. That's you dividing it.
That's you dividing it. You have to talk about it all at the same time. It's all a part of the same stuff.
Talk about it all at one time, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like you piggybacking off a movement and creating your own movement to go with this movement. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with
once you like slightly, it's all inside the same group. Hey,
I disagree.
Larger group now. That larger group is more powerful.
I disagree.
Like, you can't fight it by yourself. So and like people have tried to fight it by themselves, and it doesn't work.
If you're referring to black people fighting by themselves and it don't work, that's because we've had so many people piggyback off of our agenda, and they end up getting the benefits to our agenda. You know what I'm saying? Then it turned into a minority thing instead of a black agenda. You know what I'm saying? That's where the thing come in. Oh, wait a minute now. We just talking about things that's going on with all minorities. It's not about all minorities right now. It's about black people are getting killed in the street. Black men are getting killed in the street. Black women, black children. I'm not talking about all lives matter. I'm not talking about Puerto Rican lives matter. I'm not talking about Dominican lives matter. I'm not talking about white lives matter. I'm talking about black people matter right now. I don't know why that's be so fucking hard for people to understand.
Because people are fucking stupid and uneducated and ignorant, and they don't know shit. And to like talk, and to add to what Tony was saying about the people that marching with us that are doing all the fuck shit, like burning shit up and burning up auto zones and looting and shit. Those are a lot of motherfucking white people that don't live in the city, and they come down there, do that fuck shit, and then they go back to their suburb, and like just because they want to be a part of some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing, and that's also distracting. That's distracting everybody from our purpose. The purpose of this, the purpose of us marching. Go ahead, Tony.
Then I want to mention too what that image looked like. That image looked like the first thing you see in media. People say, "Why they fucking up where they live at, man? That's fucked up." Like, yo, don't come fucking up where you live at. They ain't did nothing to you. Did you see that mayor Keisha Bottoms down in Atlanta? T.I. got a store down there. Where you doing that? I'm like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? And then historically, you look at white and black and how we celebrate shit. In most cases, when they show a depiction of a black crowd, they show looting and fucking rioting, right? Every time it's like that. Then you show a fucking group of white boys at football games, and the media takes it, oh, they just boys having fun. Oh, it's just a crowd having fun. The image that the media depicts make us all out to be villains every time they do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying we are innocent by far, because there was a lot of niggas out there doing some fuck shit. Let's just call it what it is.
Even the fucking speaking of that media shit, even in our death, they try to assassinate our character with just like George Floyd, all this bullshit coming out. Oh, he had a violent criminal history. He tested positive for COVID-19 and all this shit.
You can't forget they brought out the fact that he was a porn star of all things.
The porn star, that man died. They try to play up that rapper shit too, like, oh, he was a rapper with DJ Screw and Swish Out. They try to pull up all that shit. It's like, what the fuck they got to do anything? He got murdered by police. He got murdered by the popo. knee on this fool's neck. Knee on his neck, bro. Like, y'all murdered him.
I can't.
You know all this other shit.
And when people say that he got murdered by the police, I can't flat out just say that. What I'm saying, he got murdered by racist white people posing as police officers. That's who he got murdered as.
But there was three other motherfuckers. But there was three other motherfuckers over there that didn't do shit.
They wasn't black. They wasn't.
I mean,
people.
but the fact that they watched it, I mean, this just happened last night again. Like the cop just pushed down some old white dude, and like the rest of them, 57 of them, kind of watch the dude head bleed out. It's the cops, man. It's all the cops. So if they don't stop it, if they don't stop it, then I don't care if they're good at home. And I don't care if they're good people. If they sit down and don't do nothing about it, then they're there too. Like they're bad too. And that's the whole. The whole system is just a gang of people. So and if they don't stand up on it, and if they're scared, then hey, they're part of that group too. There are some nice Nazis there too, but now they're all fucking bad. So it's like, hey man,
you either with us or against us. If you sit there and let this bullshit continue, you ain't with us. It's that simple.
Exactly. And then the last point, and then a point like it was a few points back, just about the looting and the damage and all that. All right. Fine, it's bad. Mm-hmm. Why do we fucking stores so sacred? Like, why can't why can a store just burn? A store can burn down? Right. A Target can't get robbed. You can build it back up. They built it back up.
You got insurance of the shit.
A Rolex store, a Rolex store would be perfectly fine. To Tony's point, okay, there's some stuff going on inside the cities, but this time, that's. To the point you were making, if this was the normal protest and all that stuff, you'll be completely right. But I'm gonna assuming with hope that this protest is not like the rest of them, and that the stuff that happened will have long-term consequences going forward. With that in mind, because that is probably where we might be like that. That might be that in mind. I'm saying that. The protest stuff, the perception of it, I'm gonna hope that it's not the same. I'm gonna hope it's not the same. I'm gonna stop there.
So
because you got a good point. I just don't believe for this one.
Y'all got some good points. I do want to move on, but before we do that, let's hit the comments. See what's good on the comments real fast. Facebook and YouTube. Malachi, you got something for me?
Yeah, I got so on Facebook, Brian Titus, he says sometimes it takes a nightmare to wake you up. That's true.
Yeah.
Audra said they even had a protest in Howe. I didn't know that. That's hype.
They did have a protest in Howe. I'm like, that's great. I'm still not fucking with Howe, but that's great.
Yeah, I'm still driving through Howe.
I fucking. But I remember I had an orientation for Pepsi when I first started working there, and the orientation was a Howe. I did not go to that orientation. I was like, you got to do it in Detroit, fam. Like, I didn't go to that bitch. But anyway, go. Any more comments?
Yeah, I got this. I got a negative comment from this guy, James Whiteside. He said, you mofos talking, nigga this, nigga that. You dumb mofos promote racism. Dr. Martin Luther King will put you in check. He tried to get rid of the negative attitudes and names, but you still say the word nigga. Keep promoting hate, my black Americans. Eat a dick. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not doing all that. Get the fuck out my chat. You know what I mean? Get out of here.
Who the fuck? What was his name? Wait, what was his name?
James Whiteside. He in the
chat. James Whiteside.
Yeah, that's.
And he's white.
I don't know who he is, but at the end of the day, understand the message we trying to get across. Everybody talk differently. I'm just gonna say Jake. You know what I'm saying? Talk differently. But at the end of the day, understand the message we getting across. It's some fuck shit out here. You know what I mean? And it's fuck people like you that be on the dumb shit that perpetuate the stupid shit. So fuck you. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah,
thanks
that's
for throwing me under the bus a little bit, Tony.
I'm never throwing you on the bus, but nigga, I got your back. Fuck you.
Yeah, you do got my back, but thanks
not
for
me and Malachi.
bus. But anyway, yeah, whatever. I talk how I talk.
Fucking bus.
But you know what Tony said. Like, people talk differently. If don't focus on how I'm talking, focus on, like, you know, what we're talking about, like the issues behind it. You know what I'm saying? But
First of
whatever.
all, that's our word. That's our word. So it ain't about y'all tried to oppress us with it. We took it and we use it now. So it ain't about what is what is what. It's our word now. So whatever.
Look, here at Mask Off, you're gonna hear some shit you may or may not like. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
This ain't CNN. You know what I mean? This ain't BET.
Actually, it's not. And you know what? I've been holding back. So, you know what I'm saying? Anybody who got a problem with how I talk, motherfuck all y'all, eat a dick. You can kiss my whole asshole. Fuck y'all. That's how it is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
On to the next.
Got me all the way fucked up. Got me all the way fucked up. Go ahead, Malachi. Go ahead.
From the from Tim Whiteside, we got just playing.
I'm talking to that Whiteside guy.
We don't have we get rebuttal from James Whiteside.
Tim Whiteside.
Hey, just the whole show is him going back and forth now. Like, no. Look what he said, y'all.
This motherfucker hacked the comments and shit. What the fuck?
We got Cornelius Barron in the chat. He said, give some props to the people who saved Nike store and how DPT stopped outsiders from tearing our stuff up. That's the thing, too. This ain't our shit. Like, I don't know why people keep saying that part, too. Our shit. This ain't our shit.
It's a store. It's Nike.
This ain't my shit. I can't walk in there when I want to and say, hey, yo, give me a size 13.
Go. You want to say something?
Right.
Go ahead, Malachi.
Wilson. All right, can you hear me? We got Mike Wilson. He said white people out in the streets absolutely need to support Rose. We can't be instigating. We can't be making our actions headline the next day.
You mean Matt Wixon?
Matt Wixon. What'd I say?
Mike Wilson.
My bad.
Damn.
Who? Mike Jones?
Bitch, you butchered the fuck out of his name. Damn.
Shout
out to Matt Wixon. Appreciate that.
That N-word comment got me tripping. I'm sorry.
Hold on, wait a minute. This will get you. I got Katie Jones. She's saying, fuck James Whiteside. Talk how you talk, Kate. That's my book.
No,
Kate.
Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it. I'm going to keep talking. How the fuck I talk? I'm going to let my nuts hang. That's what they there for, to hang. Fuck y'all.
There you go.
So anyway.
We got one more. Brian Titus.
Oh, okay. Well, Brian Titus. All right.
Yeah, one more. Yeah. He said that's what the biggest problem. I think all people have such a hard time removing themselves from this situation, connected to empathy. That's what needs to happen. People need to remove their own baggage from this. It's about Black lives. That's it.
That's my man.
That's so true.
B Titus,
that's
what's up,
right
baby?
There.
That's my man.
That's facts right there.
That's my man's.
So one thing we need to address is, like, you know what I'm saying, like, let's dig deeper into this, like what we're protesting about. Like, just listen, different things. Police brutality, oppression, the systematic racism, and just like a lot of shit we've been through. So I'm gonna shoot as far as police brutality, like digging deeper into it. Tone, what's your thoughts on that, man?
My thoughts on police brutality. Niggas been getting their ass whooped from the 60s, the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Now we getting our ass whooped 2020. You know what I mean? And this has been a reoccurring ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? What has changed? They was on a horse, then they got off the horse. They had a shield, now they don't got shields. They had pepper spray, now they got tear gas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, we've been docile a lot. You know what I mean? Not all the time, but I hate hearing how it always turns into what would Dr. King think? Now, I'm going to make this point, and I wanted to be real clear. When you seen pictures of Dr. King holding hands, hand by hand, walking with everybody, they walking. You don't get a lot of pictures of Dr. King getting his fucking ass whooped. You don't see that shit, but everybody knows that's what happened.
Sprayed by hoses and dogs. Like they got constantly beat all the time.
Exactly. What are you talking about? No. That's my point. People forget about these ass whoopings he took. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't always, what would Dr. King do? He lived a peaceful journey. He said that he think he put his people on a path to destruction. This was toward the end of before he died. Like, come on, man. He knew them ass whoopings weren't gonna get him nowhere. And then I don't know. You know, we can go back to
and that's cool, kind of weird. Like, as soon as he kind of like switched up, he got murked. That's kind of damn. Fuck.
You start talking that poor people stuff.
Yeah, once he started talking, I think I led my people of Schitt's Creek. You know what I'm saying? That's when things started happening different from him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Everybody around him ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Jackson, where he at? You know what I'm saying? Where's Al Sharpton? Where he at? You know what I'm saying? Where Obama at? Where all these niggas at? Matter of fact, I want to know one thing too. Where the
I thought we were talking about the cops, man.
No, I'm sorry. I got off. But I'm just saying, we talk about cops and police brutality. I just had a thought. Where are all these other niggas at? You know what I'm saying? What Bloods and Crips at? I'm just curious. I'm really curious.
That's a good point too.
All right. Before we get off topic,
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry, Dan. I'm sorry.
All right, you're trying to blame us. Like, it's a bunch of cops out there killing everybody now.
Yeah, right? You can say fuck the police, but I'm just saying, where the fuck these other people at too? When it's time to revolutionize, where the fuck they at?
Bro,
so Dan, go ahead. What's your opinion on it? Go ahead.
Like I was saying last week, that to white folks, like once you actually start to peel this back just an inch, you'll realize that they don't even care about y'all too. And this has been clearly shown with these cops now. The cops. So all 50 states protested. I'm pretty sure all 50 states, the cops went wild too. Like, the cops were beating up people. The cops were going crazy. And there's a few clips. I'm going to find this one. This happened in New York, where the New York Police Department was just killing.
I've seen some wild stuff, man. Super wild.
Yo, this cop is like casually walking down the street, just casually beating this dude. And then his two friends just joined in.
Heck? And they on bikes getting their ass whooped.
This cop just like, oh, look, a guy. That's right. Let me get my baton and whack it. Like, that's pretty much what just happened here. And there's countless clips like this across the state, like across the U.S.
Yo, you see that dude hauling ass though? You see that dude running?
Right. He trying to catch up to him. Like, they need help. The one he right there. There you go.
Friends were like, sure, let's hop in. Yo, so like one wild thing, like my sister went to a protest too in New York, and like started to cross the bridge, and like she said that like the cops were there. One, they had to hold back because he was just so mad and just like but then like she heard this one cop, as soon as they walked by, they all had their batons out, and this dude said, "I can't wait until it's 7:59." Like, just straight up, because that's the curfew. Like they are ready, like they are turned up. They are really just trying to beat y'all, and they are like, it's a legit street game.
Look, hey Dan, he like,
it's like, I can't wait until it's 7:59 because they want to. They're sick.
Oh my God, man, Malachi,
so I got it. Yeah, so let's talk about the facts. We're talking about police brutality. Let's speak some facts here. So America is made up of 77% white or non-black, whatever. 13% is black. And out of that 13%, we died 2.5 times more likely from police than white people do.
Yeah.
Like 13% of the country, but we dying 2.5 times quicker. Like if that ain't a direct trying to drain some people out, I don't know what it is. Like at a certain point, if this ratio continues on, eventually we just gonna be dang near non-existent. You feel me? Like that's like
Yo, go ahead. Keep going. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. You go ahead, man. Malachi, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's like that's the fact now. 2.5 times, and it's only 13% of us. So it's like, dang, y'all just looking to kill, huh? Y'all just having a field day with our lives on the line.
Yeah. And not to mention like the systematic oppression that you know what I'm saying, that has like that same ratio. We're only 13% of the country, but we're what, like 80-90% of the fucking jails or something, or like whatever.
Right.
Like the majority of jail.
One in 9 black people are in jail or something like that. 1 in 9, and then like 1 in freaking, I forgot the number, but it's 1 in something that don't make sense compared to white people. I know that.
I want to say this. I think the problem that you have here is part of it is a cultural issue too. You know what I'm saying? When they hire you, they take you. I'm talking about the police. They take you through this rigorous psychological test. They take you through this rigorous physical test. You know what I'm saying? They take you through these all these tests that they take you through, and then they're going to say you're going to be a part of. Let's just use Roseville. You're going to be part of the Roseville Police Department. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this, but maybe if they do a little bit more cultural sensitivity training, you know what I'm saying? Because if you having white people come all the way from Bubblefuck to come work in Detroit, which you know what is populated primarily by African Americans, there's a fear factor that takes place with people who have not even been around African Americans their entire life. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Like, it's people out there who don't know anything about black people unless they go off to college, happen to see them at Target, happen to see them at Kmart, happen to see them in different areas. Like if they happen to go to, I'm only using local places, like let's just say like Belle Isle. You know, white people come out to Belle Isle now, but before it was nothing but black people out there. You know what I'm saying? Even downtown is saturated with nothing but Caucasians everywhere, having fun. And I said to myself one day, I was like, damn, they real lax out here. If this was 90s Detroit, that would have been a lot of robberies. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that.
Even 2000s Detroit.
It's a fun place to go, downtown. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what I'm saying is, if it was more cultural diversity to where they were able to recognize or communicate, hey, look, I don't need to fear this man. This guy's not making me fearful of him. You know what I mean? That fear factor is always in the front. Like it's embedded in a brain to fear you because you are different. And I can't speak for every white person because it's some thorough white cops out here. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, they're scared of us. You know what I mean?
A lot of them are Roy heads and coke heads too. Like just straight up. Like looking at these cops.
And they got a fucking chip on their shoulders too. They got to prove how tough they are as well.
Right, right. Flex their power and stuff.
They got to flex for no reason, and then they got to kill a black person, and because most of the time they don't know. They don't know.
I have no sympathy for them.
But I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it'd be intentional. Jake.
Defending these niggas.
No. What I'm saying is, I don't think it'd be intentional. I think it's fear. When you scared of the boogeyman,
like.
I mean, look at what the media does. They
mob of cops are out there in the street style. They weren't scared of a 75-year-old man.
Yeah, they ain't scared of him. I'm talking about on a everyday stop and frisk situation. I'm not talking about this protest shit. I'm talking about if a motherfucker pull you over, they're already fearful that you got something that's gonna bang bang with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're already scared. They say get out of the car. They sizing you up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a different method as to how they relate to us, period. You know what I'm saying? There's a show on YouTube. It's called Police Activity, where you look at you look at their cameras, their body cameras, right? And so then I'm watching it and I'm looking at it. It's so many different tones when they pull over a white person. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How you doing? All right. Let me see your ID. The voice in the inflection changes when you pull over a black person. When you pull over a black person, let me see your license registration. Can you just put your hands on the dashboard? Oh, you got it. You know what I mean? It's a different inflection. You know what I mean? It's a different type of tone and inflection in a voice. You know what I'm saying? So that's fear.
I don't think we're going to solve this by telling telling cops to be nicer to black folks. I mean, like that's not going to solve this.
Well, let's talk about let's talk about the systematic
I agree with that too. They got to get rid of them. What you want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk about the systematic racism, which is another thing that another thing that's a part of this that we're marching for. That's a huge part of our struggle. That a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand that that they put things they strategically put things there to like hold black people back, and like school systems, our communities, and hiring processes, everything like every little thing you could think of, there is some racism lurking in that shit, man. Yes, in every aspect of American culture. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. It's lurking in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that. Go ahead, Malachi. You about to say something?
Yeah, it starts from birth. Just like you said, it's a system. So everywhere you turn as a black man, you're facing some type of opposition, some type of oppression, even in the slightest bit of form. Just like you said, in the jobs, as soon as he's born, you know what I'm saying? Okay, a child is born. His parents might not have the best health care. So if there's something wrong with him, he'll be all right because we can't really afford nothing. All right, boom. Then we growing up, we surviving. Okay, he's eating pretty decently, which is not the best. He's not eating the best food. You know what I'm saying? They eating what they have been taught to eat. All right, cool. He's eating. Now he gets older. He wants to go to college. But he's black. I was like, what does that mean? He's black. So now he's trying to get into a good college. Can he get into a good college? If he's up against a white man, if it's a white man versus a black man, they probably gonna let that white man in. As far as that college, same GPA, everything the same, they probably gonna give favor to that white person. It's just how it is. The statistics show that applications with a white looking name are they get pulled more. You know what I'm saying? And now companies do this thing where they have to have one black person, or they have all these whites, and then we gotta have our black guy, a woman, and then a white woman. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and then that's the system. So it's like no matter where we turn, we're facing some type of opposition, some type of oppression, in the biggest form to the slightest form. And it's gotta stop. Like it has to stop. We are all the same people. Just because my skin darker than yours and I got a little flavor.
I totally agree with you. I'm gonna say this. Let's just look at two different types of poor people, right? So like we're looking at a poor white family and we're looking at a poor black family. And say like the women in that poor families, they're pregnant, and both of them go to the hospital. And say like the kid, say like they got a kid and the kid fell down or whatever. So, sometimes in these systems, you have people that help place you in the system. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, they're all designed to separate. You know what I mean? You go back to how the welfare system in the child support system is designed to separate the black family. You know what I mean? And if you got Section 8, you don't supposed to have no black man in that house with you if you're a part of that. You know what I mean? All these systematic things they have in place is designed to make sure you are separated from family. What they moved away from the 50s and the 60s was that the black nucleus, which was the family, was so strong that we couldn't separate them. So we got to figure out a way how we going to separate them. So what they started doing, they started locking up the men. And what they did, they empowered our women to say, hey, look, we don't need no man. What you can do, I give you this money. I can help you get to school. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of your kids. Here's one thing, though. I need you to help put this tab on this man. So if this man don't pay this child support, you know what I'm saying, he get his ass locked up. You know what I'm saying? And what they do, they put you in arrears. You know what I'm saying? And it's all systematic place for you to get locked up. You know what I mean? And we don't help it too, because we don't help the fact that we don't recognize what's going on until it's too late.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I encourage all you non-blacks out there, well, mostly white people, educate yourself on systematic racism. So let's hit the comments again out there. Malachi, anything from you in the comments, man?
Yeah, we got on YouTube, Bradley Carter said, I was excited to see 57 cops resign in solidarity. I thought it was in solidarity with the protesters. When I realized it was in solidarity with 2 cops who attacked an old dude, I was just lost. Crazy. That.
Hey, they're the most loyal gang out there, to tell you the truth.
Right.
Because the Blood's not doing that.
Where the Bloods in the Crips, bro?
Wow.
Where the Bloods in the Crips?
James Edward Coleman II said, it's funny how after all this happened, they just completely forgot about COVID-19.
We said that.
Let's wait 14 days when these symptoms start showing up again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Tone, you got anything in the comments for me, fam?
Yeah, I got my Mom Dukes in the comment.
Hey,
And,
shout out to Mon Dukes.
Mon Dukes.
Mon
He
Dukes.
said, blame it on they parents. You put 2 little kids together, black and white. They don't care which color they are. They having fun. Shout out to Mon Dukes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's so true. I saw a lot of videos of that happening. Like this one guy, this father had his son come in the room, and he had 4 different pictures of white and black kids playing together and stuff. And he was like, "What do you see?" And the little kid was like, "Nothing. I see the kids playing." He's like, "You don't see nothing else?" He's like, "Nah, I don't see anything." So it's like that's taught. If that was taught that everybody's equal, and just like racism is taught.
Yeah, I got another comment from Cornelius Barron. He said, "You forgot Gail and Oprah. Where the hell Gail and Oprah at?" You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
there's a great clip by Malcolm X that like talks about celebrities in black. Like we can't rely on these celebs to do anything, man. So like that's
we really can't, man. Like it's just the same as relying on politicians. Like you can't. We look for these. We give people too much power, and we don't realize how much power we have as people. That's one thing that we never understand. Like you know what I'm saying? Get off, like fuck these celebrities, fuck these politicians. What can we do as people? And what we've been doing these past 2 weeks is showing like how much power we have. Like how we coming together, and like how we like really like being resourceful, utilizing resources. How like we can make change within our own community instead of not worrying what the fuck Trump gonna do, worrying what the fuck Biden gonna do, worrying what the fuck anybody gonna do. We can make moves on our own. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta realize how much power we have. Real power is in people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna move on.
Ron James.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we're gonna talk a little bit about celebrities a little later. I want to talk about the new white support that's going on. So yeah. Lately, like there's been a lot of white people who, you know what I'm saying, they've been in support for the movement and everything, and you know, and some they going in, and some are just like, you know, a little timid about it. They ask you like, oh, what should I do, or what can I help, and blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And then you got those people who just ignorant as fuck and they dumb as hell, and you just no whatever, you know what I'm saying. But what I want to say is that as far as like those people asking who want to help and whatever, one thing you need to do is that like a lot of y'all be y'all be uncomfortable all the time. Like whenever it comes to race, y'all very uncomfortable, and y'all still uncomfortable, and you got to get over that shit. Like get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like yeah, you got white guilt. Get over that shit. You know what I'm saying? You really ain't got shit to be uncomfortable about. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. Anyway, y'all really ain't got shit to be uncomfortable about. Like, you know what I'm saying? This country is pretty much, y'all got a head start and advantage in front of a lot of people, especially black people, when it comes to like making it in this country. You really ain't got shit to be uncomfortable about. Y'all need to get over that guilt shit. Get over that white guilt shit. Yeah, your ancestors are fucked up, and maybe some of y'all grandparents are fucked up too. But you know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't fucked up. So y'all need to like get up and like really like, you know, like educate, like you said, like we've been saying, educate yourselves, listen, and then like after you listen and like get this knowledge, then respond. Then you know what I'm saying? Then respond. Then react. Then take action. But the first action you should take is get over that white guilt and like educate yourselves. Also, I want anything y'all guys want to add to that? What I just said.
I want to say there's a white lady, Jane Elliott. She did a study back in the day. I think it was the blue-eye test or something like that. The blue-eye test, and that's a good watch. Check that out. It's on YouTube. You can check that out, and it shows you. And what she's good at is pointing out how white people, they're not aware of their privilege. So she points out that privilege. You know what I'm saying? So not to make fun of it, but to make you aware of how much privilege that you don't realize that you have. You know what I mean? And that's what I got from it. Jane Elliott, the blue eye test.
Yeah, and Jane Elliott, she been fighting for social injustice for years. Like putting it, I think she did that test like a day or two after Dr. King was assassinated. Like she been putting it down. She been holding it down for years. So yeah, shout out to Jane Elliott. Look her up. Malachi, go ahead.
Yeah, they not shooting y'all. Those are fireworks. Anyways, so yeah,
made you look.
I actually have a friend. I have a close white friend of mine. He's white, and he called me the other day, and he said that he said, man, what do you feel? What do you feel about what's happening? You know, and I told him I shared my pain and everything, and he said, well, I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. I just feel like the media is puffing this story up, puffing this thing up, and they're twisting this story to make it some huge thing. And I said, well, how can you say that? Like, he said, well, because there are other crimes that happen, there are other murders that happen. I'm like, yes, but we're talking about police brutality specifically. We're talking about being murdered by the police specifically. And I'm like, well, let's look up the facts. He actually, when I looked up the facts, I didn't even know the fact until I had to converse with him about it. So when I gave him that fact, I'm like, well, we only make up 13% and we get killed twice as fast by police. So is that the media or is that y'all? And I'm like, at the same time, you saying that it's the media is doing this thing, but if we getting killed twice as fast, you only hear about so many cases. So the media, if anything, they're telling us less of the story, if anything. And I'm like, you don't know what it's like. I'm like, I told him, like, you live in this bubble that you've always liked black people, you've always loved black people. You know, you've never had any hate in your heart, and you can't relate to that racism, so you don't see why they doing it. And you're not black, so you don't feel the pain of being oppressed. So you're in this window of it not meaning something to you. That's why you think the media is doing this. But as a black man, when I saw that video, first thing I think about is my uncle, because it could have been my uncle. He's like, wow, I never thought about it like that. I'm like, exactly. You can't, because it doesn't happen to you. So there's this group of people that are in this like floating good bubble that they feel good. They're not racist and they're not black, so they good. But like, no, that's still because the fact that you're not thinking about it and you're misinformed is the issue as well. So I had to say them straight on that. He respected my opinion, and I was glad that I was able to give him some knowledge and not just get irate, because it was boiling in me. I'm like, come on, I might have to cut this dude off. But we was able to get to a common ground. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad he was able to like listen and hear you out, and like he understand. And that's a prime example of what we looking for. Just listen. Just listen.
Yeah.
You like you'll be so surprised how enlightened and how like much more you'll learn and how much you understand how things are if you just shut the fuck up and listen.
I don't know. Like, and it almost comes from a point of naivety, if that's a word.
Yeah,
I just put that out there.
We know what you mean, though. Go ahead.
It almost comes from a point to where you're saying white people don't understand. They naive. They don't get it. They ain't nobody the fuck stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know what's right. You know what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you can fight for a fucking cat that got thrown off a bridge, or you can fight about a dog who got shot. I'm just making shit up. You know what I mean? But
yeah, that was real descriptive with the cat.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's people that protest. White people, they protest over fucking whether the peanut butter should have fucking peanuts in it or not. They know what the fuck they protesting about. So when it comes to Black Lives Matter, everybody get fucking retarded. I swear to God, everybody get retarded.
Yeah.
I need you to figure out, how can I help you? You know how the fuck you can help. The same way you doing with them dogs.
Yeah.
Protest, sign petitions.
White
do
people,
the same shit.
bro,
use that same energy.
Bro, keep the same energy with them fucking dogs. Keep the same energy when y'all protested the last season of Game of Thrones. Keep the fucking keep
when
that
you stand outside the motherfucking Apple store for fucking 3, 4, fucking 5, 7, 8 days for the new fucking iPhone, for them fucking J's, you know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't, and I get what Malachi's saying. I got white friends too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on this platform got somebody they know that's white. You know what I mean?
We got a lot of white friends, yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of white friends. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know us. We know them. At the end of the day, if something they going through or they feel strong about, they don't know how to do it. And I keep talking about the LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them that we know are white. You know what I'm saying? They gay and they white. You know what I'm saying? They know what the fuck a struggle feel like. You know what I'm saying? And they know how to get things done. The problem is, ain't nobody fighting the same fight we fight, man. You know, everybody we gotta take time out to teach you. I gotta put a TV in your face, sit you down. I gotta give you books. I gotta give you this shit. Fuck all that. You know what's really popping. You know niggas dying out here. You saw it last year. You saw it the year before. You saw it the other year. And you tell me on your timeline you ain't seen anything like that. You a motherfucking lie. That's how I feel.
But it's at the same time, Tone, it's different. It's different outside looking in, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not happening to you, like there's like I don't feel for people in third world countries. You know what I'm saying? Even though they dealing with a lot, I don't think about that every day. Even though that's different, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's
I feel some type of way when Trump said, "Fucking, I'm gonna fucking build a wall so the Mexicans can't get over here." Hold the fuck up. First of all, I was thinking you're gonna build a wall.
What's this topic?
No, it's part of the topic. Listen to what I'm saying.
All right, go ahead and say that. Then we gotta move on. Go ahead.
All right. What I'm saying is there was empathy concerning that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's far empathy, there's still empathy concerning little shit that has nothing to do with you. Like when I was growing up, they used to always show kids in Somalia. They fucking stomachs used to be big as fuck like balloons and their body was skinny. And they should always say, hey, if you could only send 10 cents, you can feed this little motherfucker. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Let me give him 10 cents. Get his shit together. You know what I mean? This shit pops up on your timeline, and I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, all these motherfuckers' lives has died, and nobody fucking fight for them. That's fucked up. And I gotta teach you how to be a fucking human being. Not mind you, a one with empathy because of my skin tone is different than yours. Fuck that. That's bullshit.
And yeah, Tone, yeah, I agree with you, and I also agree with Malachi. You know what I'm saying? I agree with both of y'all. Y'all both bring up good points. I do want to one thing I also want to address real fast is that one thing that's been floating around a lot, phrase that I've been seeing on Instagram everywhere, and just people been saying is that it's the saying, I wish America would love black people the same way they love black culture. And yeah, that's very, 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 very relevant right now. Very relevant right now because America, like white people, y'all love our culture, but like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to issues, y'all quiet, man. Y'all real quiet. Y'all don't, and that's fucked up. And y'all constantly colonizing. The colonizing just don't stop at land. It's the way we walk, the way we talk, the art, everything, slang. Like it's all that shit. Y'all colonize everything. Hold on, Tone. Y'all take every fucking thing, man. Like y'all gotta, like, if you like, you take that shit and you don't even know like where it originates or where it come from. Like, and that's with every culture, but it's mainly just blacks. I posted this video earlier today. I posted it like years ago. I reposted it again. But there's a young lady named Taylor Amari Little. She did a presentation called "White People Stay Colonizing," and pretty much breaks down how white people they take things from black culture and they don't acknowledge where it came from, and they always look at it as, well, it doesn't have significant history that we need to have a conversation about, when it does. And y'all take it all the time, and it's like with slang words, it's like with music, with everything. You know what I'm saying? So check out the video if you follow me once you get a chance. Tone, something you want to add to it before we move on? Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. I'm just gonna say this, man. On everything, it ain't all white people fault. And to me, I feel like this shit is our fault. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say it's our fault, because what we do, we are a forgiving people. We are a loving people. We are an accepting race. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we embrace people that are the same as us and that are different than us. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, when we embrace you in our culture, we make you one of us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you take the shit. You do what the fuck you want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? That's not their fault. That's our fucking fault. If they take it and remix it and make it into country hip hop, that's our fault. That we open up the door for that. And yeah, it's true. They stole a lot of shit. They stole rock and roll. They stole jazz. They stole every motherfucking sound that we have. But nobody can perpetuate our swag. That's what it is, man. You can't steal my swag. You can do what you want to do, but you can't take my swag. It's a lot of things that has happened in the past. You're right. They stole that shit. They got credit for it. But if people didn't get the credit for it, they need to get to it. But I think also we need to stop allowing people to rape us. That's what they're doing. They culturally raping us, and we allowing them to do it. They're bending over and taking it up the ass, and we just okay with it. Got to stop being okay for everything.
We do need to like not let you. I agree with you on one point. We do need to agree. We do need to like not let them just like take our shit and just like run with it. But at the same time, like they need to be aware that they, you know what I'm saying, they are, you know what I'm saying, they're not even acknowledging us, bro. Like it's just like it's just like with fucking like R&B music. Like there's a lot of R&B artists, like black R&B artists, that should be just as successful as like Justin Timberlake, but they're not. Or even our hip hop artists. Like, why are these white hip hop artists way bigger than black hip hop artists? Like it's just a number of things. Even with slang, even with like fucking twerking. Like they're saying twerking is a millennial term, and that's like, no, that's a term from black culture that I've been hearing since like 97, 98. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just things like that. But Tom, I do agree with you on some of the things you were saying. But let's keep this moving. Run out of time. I think we already run out of time, but we running over. But one thing we need to talk about is this fuck boy named Trump. we got to talk about him. He's doing a lot of wild shit. And you know what I'm saying, tear gas people out this way so we could walk down the street and take a picture with a Bible. He's talking, trying to shut down social media or check social media for fact checking the fuck shit he be saying. It's a lot. Oh my God. Like, you Yeah, Malachi, I feel like you got something to say about that right now. Go ahead.
Man, I don't even know what to say, man. It's crazy that this is the person that's running our country, man. It's the ego, man. Like it's his ego, man. He's not even for the people. He's just for himself. He just wanna feel powerful. Like I'm blah blah blah. It's like, come on, man. Like that. Once I seen that tear gas, like you moving people out the way, like who do you think you are, man? Come on, man. We don't need that. Then he took the picture. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself about the depiction that I saw with that picture. It's a little deeper than rap to me, and about like what's the whole grand scheme of things. But that picture showed me a lot, man. But it's the empathy, man. My sister sent me it's the lack of empathy. It's the carelessness. It's the ego, the egotistical maniac that he is. This is just disgusting. Like, come on, man. My sister showed me a video. Go ahead.
We're gonna have to drag Trump out. Like he's not going to leave himself. So it's pretty much fuck Trump for me.
Yeah, Tom, what you got?
I was just going to say that picture. If you look at the picture of Adolf Hitler back in the day, it's the same picture that Donald Trump was holding up. Conspiracy Brother would have been perfect for this right now, but
he might have to come back next week.
Yeah, who knows? We might drop him down, but I want to say this last thing. I'm gonna say he a pussy, and I'm gonna say the reason why I say he a pussy. He's a pussy because after he bombed them people with that tear gas and moved them out of the way to take that picture, I just read today that he put fence and barbed wire around the White House so they can't get nowhere near him. That's some pussy shit, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pretty much how it's been for like the past 4 years, or even, and for some people even before that. Fuck Trump, fuck him. You ain't shit, and we taking action without you. We moving without you.
Well, I'm gonna say the rest of them ain't shit either. You know what I mean? Yeah. Be honest, the rest of them ain't shit either. They all the same.
Well, yeah, that leads
to, especially Trump.
Especially Trump. But that leads to like to politicians and celebrities, and what I was kind of saying earlier. We put too much power in them all the time. We do. Like with like real powers and people, we can't wait for them. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I just want to,
Jake, I'm sorry to cut you off. It sounds like you saying power to the people.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, my brother.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I also earlier today I saw that I laughed like a motherfucker when I saw this. Michael Jordan donated $100 million to over 10 years to support Black communities. And when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, all right, motherfucker. It's about fucking time, motherfucker. All the damn J's we bought from your ass and shit, motherfucker. Like, it's about fucking time. Like, how do y'all feel about that shit?
Fuck them uncomfortable shoes.
We talk so much shit about him in this documentary and everything. So, like, Tone, you said fuck his uncomfortable shoes. You like his most?
I mean, it's good, sure, great. It's great, but I don't care about the celebs like in this fight. Really, like, I really don't care about them.
Honestly, with celebrities, it's bigger than money. You know what I'm saying? Money is expendable to them. You know what I'm saying? Especially Michael Jordan. Like, and I'm not taking away. That's great. That is so great. But it's the voice. It's the voice that's gonna do something. It's you speaking out. Like, no, this ain't right. Or I'm putting a stop. I ain't gonna do such and such and such and such until such and such and such and such happen. That's how we get stuff done. That's how you use your power.
We got to get his ass out there, like how they made Ray J get out his fucking Bentley or whatever the fuck he was driving and get out and march with the people and shit. We need to do that shit. That's what the fuck we need to do with Mike. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of white people that don't like Black people, but they like Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, Mike, you got power, use it. Go ahead, Tone. Then we gonna get to the wrap up. Go ahead.
That's just like that thing that took place with what's his name? No, not Kanye. LeBron James. Like, he has a voice, so he's exercising his voice on his platform, and that's exactly what you should be doing. And people talk about Colin Kaepernick now. Everybody taking a fucking knee You know, we got it wrong, Cap. We should have did that. You know what I mean? Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Get that man his job back. You know what I mean? And I'm not watching no NFL because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I really just feel like if you a celebrity or something, you need to exercise your voice instead of being ostracized for exercising your voice. And that's exactly what they did to Kaepernick.
Celebrities, for the most part, are all bribed by the wealth and the fame, and they're scared to lose it, so they don't speak up. And then if they
Jay-Z and Beyonce
do speak up, there's all sorts of like they try to backtrack and all that stuff, and that's happened with multiple people every time they made a statement in this last week.
So
shout out to LeBron, man.
Yeah, shout out to LeBron and
shout out to Kaepernick. Shout out to Kaepernick. I'm gonna give it to it. You know what I'm saying? He held his own.
And you know what? Shout out to Hov too. Shout out to Jay-Z too, because Jay-Z's actually doing shit. No, Jay-Z's actually doing shit. He's actually doing shit with criminal reform and everything. Yeah. So he's actually making moves.
Jay-Z don't talk. He just move. Like he just move.
I'm not a fan.
I'm a fan.
For the music episode. The mythical music episode. I've been talking about this music episode for like 5 weeks now.
I mean, hey, shit going on.
It might not happen. I don't know.
Right.
Shit going on, bro.
This episode, the musical episode is our detox. It might not.
It is.
Right.
It might not fucking happen. So yeah, let's go to the well, let's hit the comments first, then let's do the wrap up.
Yeah. So Trevi Davis said, "Real power is in people." He quoted you, Jake, for saying that. Y'all homeboy James Whiteside, he came back. I'm not gonna read his comment though. But I'm gonna read.
Big fuck you.
I'm gonna read Max's. I'll read Max's response to his comment. He said, "I know for a fact you don't give a fuck about Chicago. You just want to blame black people for shit. Fuck out of here." Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I got Brian Titus saying it's true because it's easier to be ignorant than have the balls to stand up. Watch out. America takes everything and make it their own and doesn't give any credit for any of it. You know what I'm saying? I got Helena Matt. What's up? Shout out to the Matts. She said some people are willfully ignorant. And I got Katie Jones also. She said, "Where's Conspiracy Brother? Want to hear it?"
He's locked up.
Man, he's trying to get out too.
He sold some bean pies that gave people food poisoning. So he locked up.
You stole some bad pies.
Some bad pies. They caught him too. Caught him red-handed.
Mm-hmm. He had some cookies and bean pies he was trying to push down there in front of the police station.
All the bags
got caught up.
He had a bag of grapes that had a black widow in it and shit. Anyway.
Hopefully he's back too tight.
Hopefully he's back next week. Let's hit the wrap up for our man Daniel. Daniel, what's good?
Yeah, cool. I got 3 tweets from the protest. Here's the first one.
This don't look good already.
This is just one very angry white man.
Yeah, he on the verge of getting his ass whooped.
It's peaceful. They're saying peaceful.
They circling him.
See what I'm talking about.
See?
Like, why is he so angry? Is this
why
the
angry? Long.
Oh, he looking to get his ass whooped. He begging for an ass whooping, man.
But that's one of those ignorant motherfuckers. That's one of them. Man.
That's an ass whooping.
Stay on his head.
I ain't seen tweets where they be like, get him. Uh-oh. He's saying, fuck you. Wow. They crowding them in. They about to mob.
You ain't going nowhere, buddy. You ain't going nowhere, buddy.
Uh-oh. He's getting more angry.
He's like, oh shit, what'd I get into? They're circling me. Fucking idiot, man.
You're trying to tell him, yo, chill.
Chill, man. You don't want to do this.
They don't do anything to him. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, you should. That's the wrong crowd. That's the peaceful crowd.
Right. I haven't seen too many black people there.
I've seen a guy pull out a bow and arrow, got his ass mollywop.
right.
I saw that.
With the bow and arrow, who do you think you are, bro?
He talking about something. I said to them, all lives matter. No, you got your all lives matter ass whooped.
All right.
Fucking anything else, Daniel?
Yeah. This next one is a white guy that's upset about the whole cop thing. You hear it?
First things first, Chief Moore, you gotta do a better job of man. I've been watching you roll your eyes and offer half-hearted smirks, acting like a
turn it up, son. Yeah, there you go.
Are you not aware of the war crimes your department's doing, or are you just that impatient to go do more of them? I see a lot of you, particularly sober off, only react when folks use profanity in their remarks. If you think curse words are bad, wait until you hear about these 600 plus murders your department has committed over the last 7 years. As long as Moore's out here equating peaceful protesters with cops who murder black people, you all could pretend to be as angry about murder as the F word. Okay, kids? I know you're all having a rough day, but with everyone here telling you you're bad at your jobs, have you considered your jobs? If not, you could find new jobs in retail or restaurants. I know how desperate Garcetti is to get Angelinos consuming again during a global pandemic. Where were the curfews then, by the way? Weird. Chief Moore is morally obligated to resign. Mikey, I know you said you didn't mean protesters are as much to blame for George Floyd's murder as his murderers. That's a lie. It is what you meant, and we all know. Mikey's made it clear in his racist actions and empty platitudes that he doesn't care about the well-being of his constituents. He loves to tear gas them, blind them, force them indoors with curfews that are announced only a half hour before they take effect, and racially profile as he does so. Don't think I didn't hear about how yesterday you sent out an alert in English saying curfew started at 5 p.m. and sent out an alert right after in Spanish saying it started at 6. What's up with that, bud? All your cute
I'm calling your manager.
What's in your pockets?
What's up with that, bud?
Cops think of all non-cops as less than they are. Stupid, weak, and evil. They dehumanize the people they are sworn to protect and desensitize themselves in order to do that job. That's you pigs to a T. Black Lives Matter, act like it. Happy Tuesday.
Wow. Wow. But you know what? The look on their face, they seem unbothered by all that. They seem unbothered. Like
the dude at the top was getting antsy.
It seemed
dude at the top in the middle, he was like,
yeah, that was like the 15th one they heard. It was a bunch of those in there.
Yeah.
Like they all called in.
But what was the what he said at the beginning? They was getting just uncomfortable because the F word or some shit at the beginning.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's kind of like that's kind of addressing what that asshole white side was saying earlier. Pretty much, piece of shit.
Yeah, because you keep saying nigga.
yeah.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Or just cussing too much in general. But go ahead, Dane.
My last one.
But I see so many diverse faces in the crowd.
I mean, I'm a black mother and I'm a social studies teacher and I'm raising a black son in America, so I have no choice but to fight and walk. That's all I can do.
Now, are you going to obey the curfew tonight?
I have no choice. I gotta go home to my son, of course.
Okay, like a good mom.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But, what about some of the people who say that the riots and the looting are overshadowing the overall message that people are trying to
mean, the white mobs came and rioted in Tulsa and did the same shit. Oh, excuse my language, but I'm just saying, like, what's the difference? The government gave $1,200 to people to survive on in March. What you thought was gonna happen? You took summer youth away from the youth. What you thought was gonna happen? They need jobs, feed our babies, and we wouldn't have this problem.
So you think a lot of this is born out of frustration?
Yes, they're sick and tired of being sick and tired. And this is what sick and tired looks like. Unfortunately, these are multi-billion-dollar corporations that got insurance. So, no offense, but they'll be all right.
What about some of the mom and pop stores on Fordham Road that are owned by people of color?
Define owned by people of color because the banks actually run those businesses.
Yep.
Damn.
So they could be a mom and pop store, but there's probably someone else that is not of their color funding their business.
Damn.
All right, I got your point loud and clear.
I know that's right, my sister.
Hey, mama.
Yeah. Shout out Black Moms, man.
Sister kicking facts, baby. I hear that.
Baby.
I hear that. And she summed up what we say, period. You know what I'm saying? So eloquently, she summed it up. Yes. I like that one. I like that one. You know what I'm saying?
Approved by Tone.
I wish she would have had a fucking mask on. That's all I'm saying.
I knew it.
I knew it. It had to be something, man.
I knew it's going
to be something.
Corona is real, brother.
Yeah, and we'll end it. We'll end it with that. I want to read a comment actually that Matt Wixon just said. Matt Wixon said John Boyega from Star Wars. He said he made it clear that he isn't going to sit down and shut up just because whiny Star Wars fans have a problem with it. And I love that about him. And yeah, that's exactly a shout out to John Boyega. And real talk, like Star Wars, like I was disappointed in his role in Star Wars anyway. So fuck Star Wars and a Star Wars fan and all that.
He had a fucked up role in Star Wars.
Yeah, the fuck out of here.
And shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody from the farm team that's rocking with us. They've been posting our junk, sharing our junk. So we make up the percentage of the black farm team. So everybody else, appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat room. Chat room was heavy tonight. Great dialogue in the chat room. Except white side, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And I said it. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Y'all did y'all thing. Thank you for the dialogue. Thank you for the insight. Thank you for the understanding. Thank you for those who in the chat room who are white that's not afraid to give a comment. Thank you for giving a comment and great insight to take back from you. Thank you, my brothers and sisters.
And shout out you guys.
Hey.
Come on, us. Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Daniel. You do a lot for us, man, and we appreciate you, man.
Stop.
Oh, Daniel.
And that's the only reason he said it, so we could give him some love back.
Yeah, he wanted that. Yeah. I give it to him.
That was calculated. That was your calculated.
Yeah, that was very calculated. That was a classic Daniel move. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So yeah, that's the show, guys. Thanks for rocking with us. Last thing I want to say is, like I was saying, real powers and people. Remember that. Also, fuck the 4th of July, Juneteenth this year. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I ain't like, for those people got a problem with how I talk and whatever. Look, if you looking for like a I have a dream, motherfucker, or keep hope alive, nigga, or yes, we
wrap up the show, Jake.
Why you had to interrupt that part, man? Why you had to interrupt that part? I'm just saying, like, I ain't one of those people. I talk how I talk. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is real. And whatever all these guys saying, that's real too. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. If you ain't rocking with it, fuck you. So, yeah. But everybody else, we love you. That's the show. I'm Mask Off Jay, Mask Off Malachi, Mask Off Dan, 1s and 2, Mask Off Big Tone, the OG with the dope shirt. Daniel, your shirt is dope too, and we out.
And whoever threw that fucking rock, your mama a hoe.
Yeah.